Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the rape resistance course. Now, the bad guy is always looking for an easy victim. When you're in a situation where you're going to be attacked, it's just like a street fight. A lot of law enforcement and martial arts schools will tell you not to fight back, to give in. I'm here to teach you how to fight back and to tell you why you need to fight back. Like I said before, the bad guy wants an easy victim. You have 4 stages to every street fight. You have your confrontation, you have your ambush, you have the fight itself, and then you have the results. Now, the confrontation in the rape resistance consists of your environment. Every time you walk into the room, you want to know where your exits are. You want to know where your safe zones are. You want to know what people are in the room. You just don't look in your immediate area. You look far beyond to see if there's somebody watching you, staring at you. A gentleman is not going to be staring at you all the time. If he's staring at you all the time, either he's thinking some bad things or he's some kind of a pig or something that you don't want anything to do with. So you want to be aware of who's in your environment, who's looking at you, and where you can go to get safe. There's a fine line between paranoia and awareness. Paranoia is the fear of your awareness. Awareness is an educated situation where you know that you are aware of your surroundings and that you are in a safe environment. The only way to conquer fear is through knowledge. Knowledge will eliminate fear. Now, you have a safe zone when people are talking to you, and that's your arm's length. People should be an arm's length away. We're going to teach you how to, what we call, stun and run. A lot of martial arts schools are going to tell you you become a black belt and you could beat somebody up and you could stop them and everything else. That's furthest from the truth. The physics is not there for a smaller person to beat a bigger, stronger person. The physics not there. So we do what we call a stun and run. And that's where you learn some very basic martial art techniques to hit this person so that you can get away and run to a safe spot. That's what we want you to do. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. Now, the bad guy is looking for somebody that is weak. The bad prey on the weak. They prey on the easy. They don't want somebody that's going to fight back, because then it's going to they're going to have a possibility of them getting caught, of them getting hurt. They don't want that. They want somebody that is weak, that's going to go along with the program, that they can take advantage of, that they can hurt and get away with no problem and move on to their next victim. So an important part of this is walking with confidence. You want to have your head up. You want to be looking around. When you see somebody staring at you, don't stare back at them. Turn your head away from them. Totally ignore them. If you're in the street and people are coming up to you, you can be polite to them, but if they start rambling on about stuff, it's time for you to go. Normal people are going to go up and ask you directions. They're going to ask you if you know where something is. You can answer the question, keep your distance, keep your safe zone, just like having an invisible person in front of you. Answer questions and get away. Walk into your car, have your keys out, have your door opener ready. Look around in the parking lot, see who's there. You walk into a room where there's a party. Don't pay attention to just the people in your immediate area. Look around, see if there's somebody giving you the eye, staring at you, sizing you up. Mention it to somebody if it starts feeling a little creepy. Follow your intuitions. Probably 90% of the time, if something feels wrong, it is wrong. So you want to make sure that if you feel uncomfortable in a situation, you start thinking strategically, tactically. You start thinking, where do I go to get safe? Who do I have here that can watch me, that can help me get out to my car? Who is this person? Let me identify him. Start thinking tactically so you can be ready for the situation. Now, one of the most important things is that you don't put yourself in a situation where somebody could take advantage of you. All right? Because if you're in an intoxicated state, if you're walking alone at night, if you walk into a building an empty building where nobody's around, these are all vulnerable situations that you can get yourself into. You want to try to pre-plan as much as possible. If you're going out to a parking lot at night, don't be afraid to ask somebody just to watch you to make sure you get to your car. Don't be afraid to get on the cell phone and start talking to somebody while you're walking to your car. Pre-plan what activities you're going to be doing just to be a little bit more on the safe side. Because remember, the bad guy wants somebody that is weak. If the bad guy sees that you are a strong woman and you are a confident woman, he is going to be less likely to pick you as his target. He's going to be more likely to pick somebody that's her head down and they're very shy and very timid, and because that to him is prey. That to him is who he's going to take advantage of, and it's going to be easy and it's going to be safe for him to get away. You want to make it as difficult as possible. Now, in the confrontation stage, you want to keep your distance. You want to be able to identify the person. If somebody comes up to you and they start giving you the creeps, your intuition is telling you things are wrong, you want to get a description of this person. You always want to start to be thinking tactically. You want to tell somebody that this is going on. You want to be able to identify this person. Now, the next stage is the ambush stage. That's the contact. That's the first contact with the bad guy. Whether it be an ambush on the street, whether it be the one where he comes up and asks you for directions, most of the time, these things are planned out. It's very rare that it's a random grab. Usually he has scouted you out from before, whether you be in a supermarket, whether you're being at a party or you're walking in the park. He's been following you. He's been seeing where he can get you to a point of vulnerability.